state flag of Texas, looking majestic tonight. We're coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. This is the era of positionless basketball in the NBA. Celtics coach Brad Stevens said, I don't have the 5 positions anymore. It's as simple as 3, either a ball handler, a wing, or a big. We've become more versatile as the years have gone on. And guys, teams are now looking for players who provide that kind of versatility. Back to you.
Thank you, DA. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jaylen Brown.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brown is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Thompson is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. Around the league, Doris, we're seeing plenty of small ball, but some teams are going big. If you were a coach at this point, which way do you think you'd lean?
Well, Kevin, I think the best coaches maximize the talent at their disposal. And sometimes a coach philosophically may believe in, I emphasize the three-point line. I want to eliminate all mid-range shooting. I want to get to the restricted area and the free throw line. I mean, to me, I love playing a high-tempo, wide-open floor game. Let's let the players show off all their skill. Well, we've known for a long time Kemba Walker is gifted on the offensive end, and it's not just about his scoring. Look at that on the assist.
Now, here's Walker. Following the miss by Josh Richardson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And so he hits both. We're about 1 minute into the first. And here's Doncic from the arc. Another 3 for Dallas.
Listen, this guy has off-the-charts basketball IQ. Luka Doncic understands when to get into that pull-up game.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told him, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And yes, it's good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially. Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, he said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
I mean, a tough one. Faced some serious intensity in terms of that comeback, and they just got overwhelmed in that fourth quarter. Unfortunately, just couldn't stay in the game long enough to force overtime.
Here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Walker with a clean look. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Mavericks trailed by 7. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Drills the three-pointer.
You know, we talk often about the importance of confidence. Kristaps Porzingis has plenty of that from beyond the arc.
Doncic with the steal. Now the Mavericks picking it up. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic. Porzingis has got 5.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Kept alive. Here's Thompson. Uses the glass to finish the way.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Now he's checked in for Porzingis. Johnson comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And the Celtics with possession here, following the 3-point basket by Dallas. Pass to Thompson. Now Brown. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Brunson. Johnson outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
1:58 left to play in the first. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Celtics have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And on the season, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Robert Williams comes in for Thompson. And it's Teague in for Jaylen Brown. And so it's Brunson up for the Mavericks. They trail by 1. Sinks the triple. Doncic has got 8.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Pritchard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. He gets that one.
They are just killing them on the interior.
1:21 left to play in the first quarter. Johnson, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Billy Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for James Johnson. Boston also with the sub. Ojale is checked in for Tatum. Teague for 3. Good on the triple.
Well, you simply cannot allow Jeff Teague any separation because the release is too good and too fast.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebound by Williams. The Celtics with the lead. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Over Hardaway. It's rebounded by Brunson. Here's Doncic. From down in the low post, it goes. 10 points for him.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Here's Pritchard over Brunson. A shot by Pritchard, no good. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. 20 feet out. Cauley-Stein against Williams. Here's Brunson. Misses the through. Teague deciding where to go with it. It's deflected.
Powell is exceptional at timing the blocks, rises up and sends it back.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Boston, we've got Williams. Williams is out there with Ojala. And there's Teague. And it's Pritchard in at the two-guard position.
Well, Jeff Teague knows how to get by and find teammates. That's pretty right there.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with the Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big. I'm a part of that movement. Guys,
Strong story, DA, there. Thanks.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Pritchard's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Richardson, that's a two-pointer. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And now, the first timeout call here for Boston. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Zinkus is checked in for Cauley Stein. Maxi Kleba comes in for Dwight Powell. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Brown, good.
Well, don't you love the way Jaylen Brown is squaring up in the mid-range? This guy's getting his feet under him, his pre-shot preparation outstanding.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Celtics trail by 4. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Tice finds Thompson. Here's Walker. Celtics passing it around. From deep. Offensive rebound. And Thompson throws it down.
Thompson, he has such a low, wide base. He is near impossible to fully box out.
Hardaway from outside. Another three for Dallas.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Thompson kicks to Walker. Here's Tice. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Finney-Smith. Another three for Dallas.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Celtics trail by 6. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his third foul of the game.
Third foul of the half, and that's the risk you take leaving him out there.
James Johnson's checked in for Dallas. Doncic comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Thompson dishes to Walker. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Here's Walker. 14 points from him the last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Not much success from beyond the arc for him here. Well, they should look to work it inside a little bit more and get some easy looks in the paint.
The Celtics have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Tatum's shot is off.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Johnson for 3. That one doesn't drop. Now the Celtics take it the other way. And this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the two teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
And Doris, much has been made of Brown's improvement offensively, and rightly so. But when you ask Coach Stevens about him, he always goes back to his defense.
Well, it's never a surprise for the coach that is the first and foremost thing on their mind. At 6'7", with a 7-foot wingspan, that incredible athleticism, Jaylen Brown can guard the elite wings in this league, and he holds his own and competes at a high level. It's a must-have for any championship team.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the score by Dallas. Now a timeout called by Boston. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And he continues to burn them with his scoring, and the coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
Left to play in the first half. Tatum passes to Walker. And slammed up by Tatum.
Well, if he gets near the cup, Jason Tatum will leave no doubt. Woo-hoo!
The three for Doncic. Rebound Boston. Thompson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Inside. And Tice throws it down.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
And the Mavericks call time here. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Just a terrific job closing that game out, and in the end, it turned out to be a relatively comfortable win.
You know, so crucial when you have someone on the ropes. Keep them there. Stay in complete command. Avoid those crucial mistakes. That is well done.
A different look for Dallas. Paulie Stein comes in for Porzingis. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Then for the Celtics, Williams comes in for Daniel Tice. And it's Teague in for Kemba Walker.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Paulie Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Tatum no good.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now a 9-point Maverick lead.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Got that one up quick. Tatum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Jason Tatum with the answer from 3. That's how you stop an opponent's momentum.
The 3 for Doncic. Score the basket. His 8 for 13 from the floor.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Now here's Richardson. Jason Tatum missing his last shot on number 3 for Dallas.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. A 12-point game. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, will head to the line for 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
This is why Teague is such a valuable player. You know, he's a solid shooter from anywhere, so he's able to space the defense. He can, with his handle, get inside the paint. There's a lot to like about Jeff Teague.
Here's Johnson. Basket good. Johnson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavericks.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
They get it back. Back to Williams. Williams throws it down.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
The 3 for Doncic. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Doncic has got 24 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. James, you came out and you were really productive. In fact, the whole bench was productive. Yeah, of course. That's what the second unit is for. We go hard in practice. We know we can play with the best of them, and we just want to give our first guys the first group a lift.
You certainly did, James. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He ended up with 24 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Shaq, what's your take on Dallas?
Man, I know he's 20 years old, but it's been fun watching Doncic do his thing out there. Look, his team depends on him to score, and he's doing just that. Nothing the defense is doing has slowed him down. He plays at his own.
Kenny, how'd you think the Celtics were playing?
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it correctly. Either way, it's wrong. So, from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. The break with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember Demontis as a little kid. Now he's an all-star for last year. You know, I think they're going to have an influx of that in the coming year. Dwayne Wade's son's a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly head to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
Now, here's Walker. He's got 8. Johnson right side. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. And Finney Smith has it to go.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Celtics trail by 19. This is it to Tice. Tatum with it. To the left wing. From deep. Walker. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And here's Doncic from the arc. It's rebounded by Tice. Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. For 3. Walker's shot is off. Mavericks leading by 19. Here's Finney Smith. And the 3 ball is good. Finney Smith's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, there's points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Walker the pass to Tice. Back to Walker. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Walker's got 10 points in the game.
Listen, if you're going to give Kemba Walker that kind of shot, he will take it. Makes it look easy.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Another three for Dallas.
He got loose from downtown the first half. Now has three here in the second. Unstoppable.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to have any cash prizes for the broadcasters.
I hope
now
so.
I think they're on to something. We can get that, you know. And but in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. A different look for Dallas. Now he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Richardson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Celtics also with a sub. Ojale is checked in. Here's Brunson. Another three for Dallas.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Tatum. After the Mavericks pick up three, and slam dunk by Tatum.
You have to be willing to shoulder the offensive burden. I think Jason Tatum is built for it.
From outside the arc, and Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his fourth rebound in this one. The pull-up, and here's Brown outside. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And that one is good.
Boy, this guy just finds ways to score. Tim Hardaway Jr. able to finish with contact.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. Offline with his three. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. The biggest in the game was 24 points.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Stolen by Brunson. Moving it up. Here's Richardson. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now here's Tatum. 14 points for him.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Comes in the pass to Richardson. The tray. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Austin's gone into a slump here from three-point range. Shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Brown, good.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can, but right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Here's Brunson. Second shot opportunity, and it's Porzingis laying it in. Porzingis has got 7.
And to me, this is what KP has got to do. Porzingis has the size and length to be a factor on the offensive glass.
On the Mavericks with some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. And James Johnson is subbed in for Dwight Powell. Seconds left in the third quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all. Pritchard's got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's all by design now. Get the shot as soon as possible on that inbound pass.
Johnson gets the bucket.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here, defending the triple.
Here's Pritchard. Shoots the three. Carries it from three-point range. Pritchard's got his third basket of the night.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
The pass to Ojale. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Mavericks on top, just dominating this one. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Down there. Keep playing with poise, playing together. Down here. He's giving up a few more baskets at the rim. Stay pulled in. Be up to touch, weak side. Make sure you're helping us. Keep fighting.
Well, defense is huge for Coach Stevens. Wanting more intensity.
And encouraging them to just be stronger down there. They're making it too easy right now.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. We've got T. Ojale is out there with Williams. Then it's Williams. And it's Pritchard in at the shooting guard position. Dallas shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. Here's Johnson. Here's Colin Stein. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And T, here we go. Here's Williams. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And one thing Williams has, a lot of natural strength. You can play him physical, but most of the time he's going to win that battle.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Boston also with the sub. Neesmith, he's checked in for Ojale.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
Colin Stein finds Johnson. Wasted no time on that one.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
And takes out the ball here for Boston. Pass to Williams. Over to the left wing. Pritchard drills it from outside. And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. But Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
Oh, and the jam by Williams.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
Here's a one-two. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Celtics have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Neesmith. Neesmith has got his first bucket of the night.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
And the shot goes in.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV. We saw it then.
He's a good mind, man.
Brown is checked in for the Celtics. The three for Doncic. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lets it fly from 18. And he hits the jump shot.
Well, do not let Jason Tatum get space in transition. He will make you pay.
The three for Doncic. Rebound Boston. Williams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The open shot by Tatum. And again, it's Boston converting.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again. Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Tatum down low.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. The three for Doncic. Good on the three-point shot. Doncic has got 41.
I mean, you have to chase Luka off that three-point line. This guy is capable of hurting you from there.
And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. The Celtics making a switch here. Tice is checked in. There's the lob to Brown. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Boy, you get a real glimpse of the explosiveness of Jaylen Brown. What a big-time finish.
The three for Doncic. Another three for Dallas.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
The shot by Pritchard, no good. For Dallas, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Connects again from distance.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest dribble ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And since last season, Doris, a lot of coaching changes. Why do you think so many?
Kevin, I think there's a lot of contributing factors. Some of it is ownership and front office changes. Whenever that happens, coaching changes are often the next shoe to drop.
And as we head to the
Good. Number from three.
and of course it falls for him. That three pushes him into the history book.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget. Pass to Brown. The Celtics working the ball around now. 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Green is checked in for Jaylen Brown. Clock is at 3. Tatum gets it to go from 18 feet away. Tatum's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Mavericks shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. The three for Doncic. And again for three.
Unbelievable. Hits the record with a beautiful three.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
And the crowd letting him know they appreciate his greatness.
Well, he's been nothing less than great. 3-pointers at a historic level.
Almost unfathomable what we've seen in this arena tonight. This guy from range has been unbelievable.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Here is Williams. Here's Ojale, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And the first one at the line is good. He tees off on the second.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
And that one's good. Doncic.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Another bucket. Wow.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Passes it to Williams. To the inside. And there's Green on the assist by Williams.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Here's Burke. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Luka, you played well and you got the win. So what made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. I think it was a great game today. We step up together, play good defense. It was a great win.
Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.